Hello my crochet friends, this is Lady Jenna and welcome back to my channel. Today I went to Dollarama and I found this Santa Claus crochet kit. I was very excited. This cost me $2.25 and it does say it's great for crochet beginners. However, if I look at the Santa Claus, if I look at the stitches, this does not resemble crochet stitches. This looks more like an AI generated photo. I could be wrong. If you look on the back, we get yarn, fiberfill, felt, yarn needle, and your crochet hook. So let's see what we actually got. Compare, we did have our yarn. However, the yarn is not the same size, which I don't like when that happens. The crochet hook we did get, and it's a 2.5mm crochet hook. We have our fiberfill. But what's missing? And we have our instructions. But what is missing? The felt is missing and also the yarn needle. So we'll have to make do. Let's take a look at the instructions. On this page, we have what is called a loop stitch. A loop stitch is a magic ring. Then they do the magic ring on a finger. I do the magic ring using 2 fingers, but it's basically the same. The X stitch, this is a single crochet. The A stitch, this is a decrease. And the V stitch is an increase. Let's look at the pattern. To my surprise, we have all 4 patterns. We can only do the Santa because that's the only material we have, but we don't need any other materials. If you have your own stash, you can do all of these things. So I started to look at the pattern closely and I was absolutely devastated because this is definitely not friendly for beginners. The way this is written, you need to know how to crochet. You need to know the math of crocheting. So I decided to rewrite the pattern for you guys. Let me show you the Santa Claus pattern. So this is what they gave us and this is what I have. 2 pages of it. That's the difference between how they wrote it and how is a way you can write it that people can understand. And also look at the gingerbread, same thing. The gingerbread, this is the head and body, which does not make sense because it has more than 17 rows for the head and body together. This is my pattern. And same for the deer. See, too small. The head and body should be more rows. The antlers did not make sense, but I think I understood how to do the antlers. I will show that to you as well. And maybe do a little bit of modification. And the ears, there's no instructions for the ears. If you notice that this hat and this hat are the same, here it does not give us the instructions for the hat, but the instructions for the hat are here. So in this video, I will be doing the Santa Claus, and the pattern that you see here, I have not double checked it, so that's why I'm going to crochet and double check it. And if the pattern is good, I will include it in the description in the video. And also this I will make 4 separate videos for these. So let's get started with our Santa Claus. Before we get started with our Santa Claus, there's a few things I want to mention that you'll be needing. You'll be needing some stitch markers, a pair of scissors. I like pen and pencil to be able to write down on my pattern. And also I like to have some straight pins. When it's time to assemble, you can pin down the assembly before you sew it. Also here, it does not tell you when to switch colors, so I did place this in my pattern where and how to switch colors, and hopefully it's good. If it's not, I'll make some changes. So let's start with the white yarn, and we start with a magic ring. 1, 2, this. Underneath both yarns, pick this one under, over, and like this. So if you did not understand this, you can refer to the instructions. They do show it correctly. Next we do 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remove the tail from the loop, pull, and now we have row 2 done. Row 3, you're going to do 2 single crochet into the same stitch all around. So starting from our first stitch, let me just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm good. Okay, so 2 single crochet in the same stitch. 1, 2. Don't forget to place your stitch marker. You place your stitch marker into the first stitch. And this yarn is way too small. Next stitch, 2 single crochet as well. Oops. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that I should now have 12 stitches. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have 10. I made a mistake. I'm going to start over. So basically, this is how you do it. I need to be closer to see what I'm doing, so I'm going to fix it and I'll come back to you. There we go, it is fixed. I have 12 single crochet. The reason why I had to redo it, first of all, the camera is way close, so I can't really see, and the yarn again is tiny, so I had to look at it close up. So this is our row number 2. Row number 2, we have 12 stitches, so row number 1, row number 2 done. Row number 3, we're going to do a single crochet followed by an increase 6 times, which will give us 18 stitches. Remove the stitch marker. And also, I apologize if I'm doing this too fast because this is not a beginner crochet kit. This video is to help you make it. You already need to have crochet knowledge. If you think I'm going too fast, you can download the video and slow down so you can see it better. So 1 single crochet in a stitch, stitch marker in the first stitch. In the next stitch, we do 2 single crochet. 1, 2, and then 1, and the next stitch is the increase, which is 2 single crochet. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then 1, and our last increase. 1 and 2. So if we count, we should have 18 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we do. So my row number 3 is done. We need to now do row number 4, which is 2 single crochet followed by an increase 6 times to give us 24 stitches. So again, you do 1 single crochet here, 1 single crochet here, and then 2 for an increase. 1 1 2 1 1 2. So that's for row number 4. For row number 5, you're going to do the exact same thing. Instead, you're going to do 3 single crochets, like 1 1 2 3, and then increase. 1 2 3, and then increase, and you should end up with 30 single crochet. For row number 6 to 9, each row will have 30 stitches, which is 1 single crochet in each stitch. And for row number 10, we're going to start decreasing. And at row number 10, I will show you how to decrease. But right now, you're good to do up to row number 9. Go ahead. So now I'm ready to start row number 10, which is a decrease. I want to show you something. Look at the holes. So this is not normal for this kind of a project. This means that my yarn is too small for my hook. Since it did not come with any other hook, I'm not going to change hooks, but I do believe that they should have given us a larger yarn. Look at the size of this red yarn and look at the size of this white yarn. This will look weird once it's done, but that's what we got. And also, I was actually thinking about these patterns, and I'm just wondering if these patterns were created using ChatGPT or something of the sort, because they don't make, some don't make any sense. There's some errors that I needed to fix and so forth. So let's continue. To decrease. Now there's several ways of decreases. I'm going to decrease the way that it taught us on the instructions. Okay, let's see, let me just get ready. Now, we need to do 3 single crochet followed by a decrease 6 times. This will give us 24 stitches. So let's start with 3 single crochet. 1, don't forget your stitch marker. 2, 3. Okay, now to do the decrease, you pick up 2 single crochet and you stitch them together. So pick up the first single crochet, yarn over, pull through, pick up the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and then you continue with 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, then decrease. Go into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through. Go into the second stitch, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. 1, 2, 3, and we do our decrease. One, 2, 3, and then decrease. One, 2, 3, and then decrease. One, 2, 3, and then decrease. There, now you should have a total of 24 stitches. We're going to count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We do. So this row is done. For row 11, it's going to be a little bit different. I added something. We will need to do the beard, and we're going to attach the beard onto row 11. So this is why when we do our row decrease, we're only going to pick up the back loop. So the front loop will be used for creating the beard. And let me just show you. So we do, okay, so we do 1 single crochet followed by decrease, 1 single crochet 6 times, but back loop only. If you don't know what the back loop is, I will show you. So a stitch is made up of a front loop and a back loop. See, this is a full stitch. This is the front loop, and this is the back loop. So when we work, we're going to just pick up the back loop right there, and we're going to leave the front loop loose because we're going to need the front loop. And also what you can do is you can mark this row just to make sure that you know which row has the front loop. It is evident, but since this is very small yarn, maybe you should put a stitch marker there. I will show you how to do this. So it's 3 single crochet. Oops, I've done that. This is 1 single crochet. Okay, so let's do 1 single crochet, but we're just going to pick up the back loop. I'm going to place my stitch marker right here. And I'm also going to place a stitch marker where my front loop is. So I know this is my front loop. Okay, in the next stitch, this one, we're going to do a decrease, which means we pick up this back loop, yarn over, pull through. We pick up the next back loop, yarn over, pull through. Now we have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now you will still see 18 of these front loop, and we will need those. Next, we do a single crochet in the back loop. Okay, so this is our first pattern, and then we do this 6 times. So another 1 single crochet, a decrease, 1, 2, and then a single crochet. Start over, a single crochet, a decrease, and a single crochet. I'm sorry if this is coming out of frame because I'm having a little bit of problem seeing what I'm doing. So yeah, I apologize. Okay, so we start over, 1 single crochet, and then a decrease, and a single crochet, 1 single crochet, a decrease, and 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, a decrease, and then 1 single crochet. Okay, so this row is done. So we should have 18 stitches. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We do. And I don't know if you can actually see, but here are the loops that we did not pick. They're right there. See, but it's always good to mark them. So we knew that starting from this loop, it's our first one. Now this is starting to get smaller and smaller. What I would suggest for you to do is to start filling the head up. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I just found my missing pieces. Aha, they were in here with the yarn needle. Now, I normally don't use plastic yarn needles. I really don't like them. I normally use a metal yarn needle, and also I like to use the one that bends at the end. I don't have one close to me right now, but that exists as well. So it's up to you. But we did receive everything. See the nose and the eyes. You will need some kind of glue, like glue gun or fabric glue, to glue these on. I think I'm going to use fabric glue later on. Okay, so start filling up a little bit, because as you continue to decrease, it's going to be harder and harder to fill up. Don't fill up too much that you're having issues crocheting, but start filling it up. It's a good start. Let's see. Okay, so now let's look at our next row. So our next row is row 11. We just did. That's why I always place little check marks. Okay. Row 12. Row 12 is again decreases. So you're going to do 1 single crochet. You're going to decrease 6 times, and at the end you will have 12 stitches. Now it's time to stuff the head really good. But not too much. If you see holes like this, try not to overstuff it, because the stuffing will come out. And then you start row number 13. Row number 13 are increases. 1 single crochet, increase 6 times. But this time you're going to do your stitches in the front loop. Instead of the back loop, it's going to be the front loop. So I'm going to do row number 12. Then we're going to row number 13 together, and we're going to continue with row number 14, because there will be a color change right here, and I'll show you how to do the color change. But for now, go ahead and do row number 12. So my head is completely stuffed, and now we're ready for row number 13, which is 1 single crochet followed by an increase 6 times, and we're going to work in the front loop only. It will give us 18 stitches. So remove your stitch marker. Front loop. So the front loop is this front loop right here. I was forgetting. So you're going to pick up the front loop. So this will make the body appear wider. That's why we do this. So front loop, 1 single crochet. Don't forget the stitch marker. Followed by an increase, and pick up the front loop only. 1, 2, so that's her increase. 1 single crochet, and then increase. I find it a little bit more awkward just trying to pick up the front loop only. 1 single crochet, and then increase. One single crochet, and then increase. Again, increase is 2 single crochet in the same stitch, or in this case in the same loop. 1 single crochet, and then increase. One single crochet, and then increase. Now increase is 1 single crochet. Before we do our last single crochet in our increase, we're going to prepare our red yarn, because this is when we're going to introduce it, because once row number 13 is done, row number 14 is made of red yarn, and we always add the red yarn at the end of the previous row, which is row number 13. So this is how we do it. Doing my last stitch. Into the stitch or loop, yarn over, pull through. Now instead of using the white yarn to pull through, I'm going to place this aside, going to grab my red yarn, and this is what I'm going to pull through the 2 loops. And this is how you add your red yarn and into the next stitch. You're going to do your first single crochet. Now grab both tails and pull it so it's a little bit tighter. And then your increase. 1, are you seeing 1, 2, and then 1 single crochet. Now you're going to, of course, crochet into both loops. That's not a problem. If you want to, you can place your stitch marker into the first red stitch you just did. It's up to you. I mean, it's obvious where you started, but it's always good to don't forget the stitch marker. And then we continue the pattern, and you will notice the difference in the size of the yarn. This makes it a little bit more difficult, but it's doable. You just need some patience. Okay, so 1 single crochet, increase, and then 1 single crochet. 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet. Now I just finished with 1 single crochet. I think I could have made a mistake. So the best way to do this is to count. We should have 24 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh no, that's right. No, I did not make a mistake, because we need to end with a single crochet. That's perfect. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I will take both of my tails. Since it's inside, I don't need to weave them in. I'm just going to knot them together. And it will not show because they're inside, right? There. And then I'm just going to cut this. And this will stay inside. So this is... So we know that our beard will be right here, the nose here, the eyes, the little hat. So it's starting to look like something. So this was row number 13, which is done. The change of color is done. Row number 14 is done. And now we're going to continue with row number 15 to 21. This is nothing new. This is basic. Row number 15, 3 single crochet, increase. You do this 6 times to give us 30 stitches. Now, the way that I know that this is right is because if you count, this is math. 3 single crochet, which is 3, increase is 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 times 6 is 30. So that's how I know this line is right. And there's a little bit more to it, because if you go from 24 to 30, it's 6 stitches. So this means that whatever you do this, you have to do this 6 times to give you the right amount. So it is math. Crocheting is math. If you're a beginner, this is harder to, the concept is a little bit harder, but go ahead, complete up to row number 21. And again, you're going to have a change of color. And we're going to do the decrease. So when you do the change of color, you do the same thing. At the end of row 21, the last stitch, make your color change just like you saw, and then continue with the decreases. Once you're at row number, then don't forget to stuff as you go along. Once you're at row number 25, you're going to have 8 stitches left, and we are going to sew the body closed, and I will show you how to sew this body closed. So go ahead and continue, and I will be back. Okay, so I've finished up to row number 25, the head and body. And now we need to sew the body closed, and this is what I'm going to show you. So cut your yarn, give it some length, not too much. Remove your stitch marker. Oop. And let's see, this one thing that I forgot to do is to pull this through. There, like this. And you're going to sew by picking up the front loop of each stitch. So there's 8, so we should be picking up 8. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, if you're wondering why there's so many holes, is because first of all, the yarn is too small for the crochet, and normally when you do amigurumi and you decrease, you do an invisible decrease. But in this case, we did not do this, but that's okay. Now pull, and this will close your bottom just like that. See how beautiful that is. Now bring your yarn needle into the middle, and we're going to come out from the back like this and pull. Okay, and then go back to the same hole, and again do the same thing and pull. The stuffing will hug the yarn, and it will be safe. It's not going to unravel. And again, I'm just going to bring it out where there's white, like this. And I'm going to cut my yarn. And that's it. So this is the head and body. Remember that this is the head and body, and this stitch marker is where we're going to add on the beard. And we can also add on hair if you want to. I can show you how to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it for this one, because it's not on the pattern, but if you want to, you can, if you know how. Now, unfortunately, this is the amount of yarn that I have left, and what I need to do with this is the arms and the hat. I don't believe I have enough. I can try to do the hat with it, but for the arms I'll need to find some other color. But the arms, you can go ahead and do the arms. Let's go through the pattern for the arms. Row one is a magic ring, and you add 6 single crochet to it. Then the second row is you do 2 single crochet in the same stitch 6 times to give you 12 stitches. We've done that already with the head. You change color, you know how. And from row 3 to 5, it's 12 single crochet. And in row 6, you decrease 6 times to give you 6 single crochet, and then you sew your arms flat. I'll show you how I sew my arms flat. That's the thing that I'm going to show you for the arms. So you do 2. The next thing is the hat. For the hat, we're going to start with white yarn. So for the hat, you will be making a tomb, working in around. I'll show you how that is done. So you've row 1, you do a slip knot. You do 16 chain. That's the foundation chain. You turn, slip stitch in the first stage. Oh no, you don't turn. Yes, well, then you slip stitch into the first chain. There's a little error, I'll fix that. There's no E. There's an E in French, but not in English. Okay. You've made, and this will give you, what's left is 15 stitches. And then you're going to work in around from row 2 to 3. 15 single crochet, 15 stitches, you change colors. Then you go row 4 to row 30. So these can be combined. So I will combine them. Fix it. So this needs to be fix. Yeah, before I place this into the description, this will be fixed. So end of hat closed. And then sew closed. Then you sew again where it's, you have to sew closed, period, a comma, where the color change is. So the color change is right here. So just below the color change, you'll like create sort of a little pom-pom. I will show this, and then we're going to do the mustache together and the beard. Okay, so go ahead and do the arms. I will do the arms as well using a different red, and I will show you how to do the hat. So this is one of the arms completed, like you can see. This is what I mean by sew flat. Okay. This is the second arm. It's not done yet. So to sew it flat, you just pull on the yarn like this, and then you flatten it, and then you sew it. Okay, so you're careful, and you grab a stitch and the other side of the stitch and pull. Pull. And that's it. And this is how it's going to stay for now. So you're going to sew just like this. I've also made a little adjustment to the pattern. Before it was like shorter, but I decided to do the arms a little bit longer. So this will be fixed when I show you, when I put the pattern in the description. So next is the hat. The hat is very particular. I assume I have enough yarn, so we're going to start with the white color, and we end with the white color. So that's what's left. I'm going to cross my fingers. Now this is, we're going to make a slip knot. We're going to chain 16. So this is our foundation chain. and we're going to slip stitch into the first chain made. So this is how it looks like. So do a slip knot. Wait a minute. Did I forgot how to do a slip knot. Oh, okay. Slip knot. I was forgetting. And then we chain 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So this gives us a chain. The most important thing is not to twist the chain. Now this is our first stitch, so we need to go ahead and do a slip knot into the stitch. And now what's left, we have 15 single crochet. So starting with this loop, because you can actually grab only the loop, or you can grab the loop and the back bump. If you don't know what the back bump is, that's fine. You can only grab the loop, and you're going to go around and do 15 single crochet. One, and as always, I'm going to place a stitch marker. Oop. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. Oop, it's caught. There, 15. See, this is what it does. We're going to go around and around. So my first row is done with the slip knot. My second row, no, that's the mustache. Whoops. The first row is, okay, the first row is done. My second row is done, so this is 2. Now I need to do my third row with the white. So where the stitch marker, where's the stitch marker is, this is going to be my first single crochet from row 3. 1, place our stitch marker. Wait a minute. Okay. It's important. Did I twist it? No, I should be fine. Okay. 1. 2 is here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, caught. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and on my 15th, this is where I change color. So let's prepare my red yarn. Okay, then going to go into the 15th stitch, yarn over, oops, like this, and I'm going to pull through using the red yarn. And then I can start in this stitch. 1, remove your stitch marker. You don't have, like I said, here you can place your stitch marker if you want to, but you don't have to. But I do, because when we tie up this and this together, sometimes you lose that stitch. It happened to me before. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I'm there. So this is, let's see. Oh yes, the reason why, because I have to fix this because of the spelling error, and also I need to combine these. Do I? No, okay, I think, no. It's because right here is where I change color. I don't combine, so change color and use white. So red up to 26, from 27 to 30, it's the white color. So go ahead, and once you've reached row 30, I'll come back and I'm going to show you how I close this and create the pom-pom. Now this is the hat. I made a tube out of it. I did run out of red yarn. See, this is one color, this is another color. So normally I would have maybe done a few more rows, but now when I first started, I did 16 chains. This was way too small. So I went 42 chain, and I'm doing 23 single crochet around. I will have this fixed also. I did not do 30 rounds. This is way too much. I'm going to adjust, and it will be good in the description down below. Now, I'm going to cut my yarn. So this is what you get. What we want to do is we want to create some kind of pom-pom. So this is like, if we strangle this like this, it will create some kind of pom-pom on top. It's not the best way to do it. This is the way that this is the way that it looks like it's being explained. But yeah, I really don't like this at all. It's like if AI did this. So I'm just going to go and go down here like this. And I'm just going to go in and out. And we're just going to hope for the best, because if this was my pattern, my own pattern, this is not how I would do a hat. Not at all. There's better ways, but it's the pattern and you follow what they gave you. Let's see. Okay, so this just created that little pom-pom. I'm just going to go around like this maybe. And then go through a few times. And here again. And again. And I think that's going to be good. Just do a little knot. And we are all set. Cut this right here. And this is our hat. And it goes on top of our snowman. Well, no, on top of our Santa Claus. So this rib, I would do like a little rib like this. See? And then it would hit. Does it fit? Barely fits. There. Oh, little snowman with a little hat. So what we need to do is we need to create the mustache. Okay, so we can fix this maybe. We can put a little bit more stuffing maybe, so that would keep it round. Little stuffing in it to keep it round, possibly. And you put it on top. Yeah, it's not the best pom-pom. Maybe, I think I'm going to adjust the amount of white on top and also the length of it. Remove one of this length and remove one of this length. So let's do that. So instead of, see, I had 3, 2, we would do 2 white. So I need to adjust this. And I had how much? 13 rows of red. So let's remove 1. Let's do 12 rows of red and 2 rows of white. And we'll still do this like this. Okay, so let's move on. The next thing is the mustache. Okay, let's do this differently. Nope, not this. Let's measure. There's other ways. Okay, so if my nose is going to be right here, and this will go from my nose to, let's say that we take this length, and then we go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's enough for mustache. Let's cut this. Take a piece of yarn find your middle. Let's see. Let's say it goes like this. Wrap this around. Like this. So keep these two because you're going to sew them onto the face. So these are, I'm just going to cut those. Like this. This. So this will go in the middle. Okay, so let's make sure we know where we want this. Okay, so let's keep this aside. And next, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the nose, like the mustache, in between the eyes. And this part will go like this, and I'm going to glue it. And this part will also go the same glue, go like this, and I'm going to glue it. Okay, next thing we need to talk about, so mustache, not like this, is the beard. Let's see if we can make the beard. Okay, so where is my middle? So this is the back. So, and the beard will be on this plane. This is row number 11. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to attach my yarn. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now we do 1, 2, 3 chains. We skip this one and then we do a slip stitch. Then 1, 2, 3. Skip this loop, go to the next, and do a slip stitch. One, 2, 3. Skip this loop and go to the next. Now let's take a look what we have now. So this is, so this would be, so I've got 1, 2, 3. Let's do a 4th one, and that's going to be our beard. I don't know if you can see it properly. Yeah, that's going to be our beard. So 1, 2, 3. Skip this loop, go to the next, and do a slip stitch. Like this. Okay, so this is our face, this is our beard. And this means that the nose will be in the middle. So this would be our middle, so the nose would be roughly around here. And if you know how to do hair, you can continue on the back doing some hair, but I'm not going to. It doesn't say in the instructions, and I really do not need to do it. So I'm just going to cut this off, finish this up, I'm going to, oh, maybe right here. I'll have to take a look and weave this in. So once this is weaved in, then I'm going to do my mustache like I told you and use some glue. I'm going to glue the eyes, put the hat on, the arms, and I'm going to be done. Here is the Santa. It's definitely not what I was expected. I was expected to get a pattern way better explained. I mean, I could have spent hours and hours and hours trying to figure out the hat, doing something better, but I did go by what they told us. This is what they told us about the hat. The way that they explain it is like a tube, and then to do the little pom-pom like you saw, I just twisted yarn around the white part where the pom-pom is created, and there's no instructions about the mustache or how to do the beard. The beard is maybe not long enough. Maybe in the instructions, instead of going 3 single crochet, we can instead of going 3 chains, we can do 3 or 4. I'll just adjust the pattern, but yeah, this is what we're getting. I did not have enough yarn. I did not have enough stuffing. The instructions were bad. Is this worth the price? Definitely not. I am still going to do the other 3, and I'm going to follow the pattern as much as I can, unless there's something I don't understand. But the pattern, the instructions, the more that I look at it, the more that I think they just pulled it up from AI. There is absolutely no way, no how that someone would create a pattern like this. I don't know how to explain. I'm having trouble with this, but so this is my Santa Claus, and yeah. So leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me if you tried this. Tell me if you were able to do anything. If you're one of these persons that likes to make some changes, to change things, go ahead. There's plenty of stuff to change to this pattern. But when I buy a pattern, what I like is follow the pattern and I get what it's on the box. Let's look at the box again. Okay? If you look at the box again, look at this. Look at this. This does not look like stitches. This looks like AI. I've taken dolls before that I crocheted and I turned them into an AI doll, and the stitches actually look like this. So yeah, so definitely not. If you're a beginner, don't buy this. Do not try to attempt this if you're a beginner. There's lots better patterns out there, free patterns that you can follow, and it's going to be way easier. I hope that you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourself a great day. Take care.